Hey, what is up everybody, Tetra is back, coming at you guys with another gameplay commentary of some Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Today you guys will be seeing a 3-battle set, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Talk. Today we're going to be talking about episode number 306 of Naruto Shippuden. And right off the bat, just want to let you guys know that this episode, it really isn't anything special. Once again, it is another filler. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last and final filler of this little filler arc that's going on in Naruto Shippuden. And the reason why I say that is because I watched the preview at the end of this episode, and it's going back to Kabuto and like his whole plan to move Edo Tensei related people around, and some random Jonin from the Leaf Village is reanimated, and I'm not exactly sure who it is, but I really don't want to talk about that too much right here. But nonetheless, guys, I'm pretty sure that this should be the last and final episode of this little filler, because of that reason. And also, when it comes to Naruto fillers, mostly Naruto fillers are usually about 4 episodes long and last about a month. So the past 3 episodes have been about Shikamaru, Choji, Kiba, and Neji, fighting off the Sound Ninja. And I think they kind of ended that filler just a little too fast. So they're like, you know what, let's go ahead and put in a random episode about Hinata and Neji's past. Although it has absolutely nothing to do with the main story, we're just going to go ahead and put it in there anyways, just so we can kill time. So that's pretty much the whole premise of the show. They just go ahead and talk about some random event that happened back in Neji and Hinata's past, and they just kind of talk about it and how, and actually it does kind of relate to the main story. Because, right off, it kind of starts off with Neji fighting off some of the White Zetsu just as soon as he gets out of this little soul barrier, whatever happened in the last 3 episodes. And then Hinata comes out of nowhere and she's like, oh, I'm going to protect you while your eyes heal just like you protected me in the past. And that's where the whole flashback begins. So, if you guys know me, I hate flashbacks. I'm not an advocate of any kind of flashback when it comes to Naruto. I think it's just really, really pointless. I'd much rather see the kind of filler that they had before in the past 3 episodes and see a flashback. I just absolutely hate them. And coming into this episode, after watching the preview for this episode and at the end of 305, I was like, you know what, I'm probably just not even going to watch this episode. And, just come into this and be like, you know what, guys, I didn't watch the episode. It was a flashback. I don't really care. But in the end, I kind of thought about it and I was like, oh, it's a Neji episode. Why not go ahead and watch it? So I went ahead and ended up watching this episode just because I love Neji. Neji's one of my favorite characters to use in Naruto Storm 3, and I think he's just a badass character in the show as well. And I was kind of right. It's kind of a sucky episode. Nothing really interesting happens. Neji and Hinata, they're kind of sparring because apparently Hinata is training for some kind of a thing so that she can become like a leader in the Hyuga clan or whatever. And Neji accidentally beats her up a little too much, and then she passes out, and then she doesn't have enough chakra to see properly, so she has to heal her eyes, and her eyes are bandaged or whatever. And this kind of leads into Naruto and Sakura being like, hey, you want to go and see the fireworks, or prior to the little fight between Hinata and Neji. And Hinata really wanted to see these fireworks with Naruto and Sakura, whenever the 5th Hokage was being inducted into the Hokage position, or whatever the word is. I can't exactly remember what it is. But because of that, the spar between Hinata and Neji, she can't see and she can't go and see these fireworks. So one of the doctors goes ahead and informs Neji that there's apparently some kind of magical plant in some kind of valley that if he collects it, then he can be able to, or he can heal Hinata much faster. And then he's like, you know what, I'm telling you about this, but don't go over there because people get lost in the mist. You're going to lose yourself in there, so don't go in there, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, knowing Neji, Sakura, and Naruto, they go ahead and they go into this little valley of the mist, or little valley that's filled with mist, I should say. And there's random creepy people that don't have eyes that are chasing them down and throwing kunai and shuriken at them constantly. So at this point, they don't really know what to do. They're trying to fight off these random, Nightcrawler human people. And then all of a sudden, Guy and Kakashi come out of nowhere, and they go ahead and just clear out the mist with their little techniques. And then Kakashi's like, you know who those people are, right? They don't have eyes. They have adapted to the mist, and they can only live in the darkness or whatever. And then they have some kind of little aside where they're talking about how Orochimaru was apparently looking for this little mystical plant. But in the end, this mystical plant actually doesn't exist. Nothing ever ends up happening. And in the end, let's see what happens. Yeah, Hinata actually doesn't get to watch the fireworks. So, Naruto and Sakura go and tell Hinata about the bravery of Neji And this is kind of where we lead back into the actual episode and, like, you know, where they're actually fighting the White Zetsu off again. So, and she's like, I will protect you like you protected me whenever I lost my eyes back in the day. And then I was just like, okay. So, in the end, not really a great episode. I really didn't enjoy this episode all that much. You know, it was Neji. There was a little bit of fighting, not a lot. And once again, a random character just has to jump in and save the day. You know, like in the past 3 episodes, Naruto jumps in and saves the day. And then all of a sudden, in this filler as well, Guy and Kakashi just come out of nowhere and they're like, whoop-boom, we're going to save the day. So, all in all, not a really good episode. If you haven't seen it, nothing really to be excited about, guys. Don't watch it. It's really pointless. I mean, you know, you can just watch this video, know exactly what happened, and just go on to the next episode. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, guys.